Vaccine appointments more than doubled after Ontario COVID passport announcement.
Here's a summary of the article.
Could Wednesday's announcement on mandatory vaccine certificates for non-essential businesses lead to more people getting the shot? Christine Elliott took to social media on Thursday, one day after Ontario's vaccine certificate system, intended to increase immunization rates in a bid to curb the fourth wave of the COVID-19, was revealed. As of 1 p.m. Wednesday, 3,764 first vaccine doses were administered. Quebec and British Columbia, two other provinces that have since implemented and/or announced a vaccine certificate system, reported an increase in vaccine bookings shortly after. Individuals are considered fully vaccinated if 14 days have passed since receiving the second dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. They include an allergist or immunologist confirmed severe allergy or anaphylactic reaction to a previous dose of a COVID-19 vaccine or any of its components, and a diagnosis of myocarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle pericarditis, inflammation of the sac around the heart, after receiving an mRNA vaccine. Ford, who admitted during the press conference he was against the implementation of a vaccine passport, made a note of the possibility of those acting out against the certificate system, calling on people to gather outside Queen's Park where they can do cartwheels or whatever they want down here.
This post received a score of 17,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Know a mom that is vaccinated, but very anti-mask. Until she found out her kid doesn't have to quarantine if they have an exposure and are wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask every day.
There's got to be a better way to phrase the second sentence. Took me like 10 tries to understand what you were trying to get across.
I still don't get it.
If their kid is exposed while wearing a mask, they don't have to quarantine.
Just goes to show all their reasons were complete bullshit all along. When it's to protect others, they dig out every excuse. When it's for their own selfish purpose, they're happy to throw those excuses away in a heartbeat.
I mean, I got the vaccine for the most selfish reason, 'cause I don't want to get sick myself. Wasn't that long ago that people were finding ways to fake their addresses in order to get the shots first?
I booked my shot as soon as I was able to, and bumped up my second when the dates were pushed forward. I want to be done with this and live my life. So yes, I will get the shots and encourage everyone else to do the same for albeit selfish reasons. I think we'll have to have a third one. I may get it in my other arm. I still think about the pain in my arm sometimes. At least this way it will balance out lol. Plus, I heard it interferes with the efficacy of the microchip. Just kidding.
Unfortunately, many people only do things, care when it personally affects them.
This is the core of it. I think the vast majority of people who weren't vaccinated yet, in Canada, didn't do it because of some conspiracy theory, they were just too lazy. Now that it inconveniences them, it gets them off their ass to go get the jab.
This is exactly the reason I think proof of vaccination for things like restaurants, cinema and the like are a sensible measure. There are an awful lot of people who are just that lazy and selfish. We can complain about how they are terrible people all we want, but that won't change it. If this measure is what is needed to get them up of their lazy fat asses, then so be it.
In many of these places where the news is bragging about a 20% increase, or a 40% increase, or a doubling, the baseline rate has gotten so low that it's almost meaningless. Double of nearly bupkis is still almost bupkis. They'd need to increase it by an order of magnitude to have a tangible impact. It's kinda sad how quickly we went from extreme demand, low supply to demand almost collapsing in many places, only a few weeks after eligibility opened up to the general population.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.